and rejecting this particular report. I'm speaking about Martha Karua and also Eugene Wamalwa, who's a member of that particular committee. Is it because that there is some disagreements amongst your team?
No, there's no disagreement at all on this issue. Honorable Eugene Wamalwa was here earlier on in the meeting of the summit. He only has had to leave because he had some pressing matter to deal with. But he approved the report as presented by the team. He had not been in the country when this report was being signed, but he's going to append his signature on the report. Honorable Martha Karua is out of the country. We talked to her earlier on today. She's in Hargeisa in Somaliland, but she's traveling and will be back around 1 a.m. this morning. So she has no issue at all.
Another question here. My name is David Muthoka from KTN. And yesterday the High Court came out to render the housing levy unconstitutional. But the joy amongst the majority of Kenyans was short-lived when the stay order was issued yesterday afternoon. And senior government officials today, including Lance CS Alice Wahome, have now come out to tell employers as well as workplaces that if they do not remit this 1.5%, then they will be fined and that there will be consequences. What do you make of that statement from these government officials?
I mean, I'm not surprised. That is not unlike Kenya Kwanza to try to ignore the rule of law. The court pronounced itself on this matter yesterday. That is unconstitutional. And therefore, even though they say there's a stay, my view is that the matter still remains unconstitutional. And therefore, I would urge all the employers to immediately stop paying anything, because you'll be acting unconstitutionally.
Thank you. That's fine.
I'm Chris Owino from Ramogi TV.
Absolutely.
My question is still in line with the question that Muthoka has just asked. Do you feel like it was uncalled for the three-judge bench to extend a grace period, or rather give the government a grace period, having said that that was an illegality? Was it uncalled for?
I think you
don't need to criticize actually.
No. We don't. It's a question of interpretation or what the court said. But the court made a very fundamental pronouncement that this matter is unconstitutional. Period.
Yes.
It's unconstitutional. A stay does not make it constitutional.
Very good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Provide for the equitable share of the county government to not less than 20% of all revenue collected by the national government from the current 15%, and the establishment of the World Development Fund. We believe that these are significant reform mileages that, if implemented, can help strengthen our governance and electoral processes and safeguard the march of democracy in Kenya. Azimio, however, remains deeply disappointed that the committee was not able to agree on the one fundamental issue on which Kenyans are united across the political divide. The two teams were unable to agree on the need and the means to reduce the cost of living. This is why we have described the document the committee presented as imperfect and unfinished. It was not